Thanks guys for sending me more and more tips about VirtualBox. I learn all the time, and that's my pleasure in life, learning. So Kapoor, thank you very much for sharing this thing, and I'll share it with our community right now. It's all about sharing. We have already an article how I share between a guest and a host. Maybe we should explain what a guest and a host is first, but we can do that while we launch our virtual machine. So you have a VirtualBox. You boot up. And then you want to share between A and B. Host is the one you boot up every morning. That's your computer. You've chosen a desktop. And guest is the one inside VirtualBox. So here we have ArcoLinux ISO built 5 minutes ago, I don't know, 10 minutes ago. You can build it today and have already the November release. That's how it works, right? Just build or stay rolling. It all is available. ArcoLinuxB.com, that's the website. Build your own ISO. You're in control. Now, we have our own way of creating these shared folders between A and B. Let's call it that, A and B. So guest and host, host and guest, right? But this is another tip from somebody else. I said, okay, look, something new. Let's give him again an applause. Kapoor, the name is Kapoor, right? And what he says is, did you ever go and visit the machine up here and the file manager? Never looked at it. Never looked at it. What happens if we click on it? We have actually the host file system, so that's the machine you boot up every morning, and you have the guest file system, so that's inside VirtualBox. So no guest session found. I'm gonna say, who am I in this guest session? Now in this matter it's actually the same thing, but login and password, right? And then you create a session, a bridge between the host and the guest. And then it becomes interesting, and actually this video is for developers. The guys who are gone to the ArcoLinuxISO.com, read this, how to create an ISO, an ALCI, Carly, and want to make packages. Because what is better than a virtual machine? There's nothing cleaner than a clean install in a virtual machine, change some settings, export the settings, make a package from it, put it on the repo, share it with people. That's a process I've done hundreds of times. But this time I could do it with this. Rather than mounting a package, mounting a folder in my host and mounting that folder then in the virtual machine, which is explained already on YouTube videos on ArcoLinux.com, right? I can go for file manager, open a session to my guests, and now we can have a look, right? We can say, okay, we have home, and there's home Eric, and Eric has some wallpaper. So let's just take something silly, apps, and then Brad, Brad Heffernan, our core member now active in VirtualLinux, has some nice wallpapers, and I thought, let's put them on my guests. So home, Eric, and then pictures, for example. And I've been playing around, as you see already. So let's move up so you see the difference. So music, right? You select whatever you want to have, and then you press this button from left to right, from right to left. Boom, they're there. Now for us developers, we want to have a look at, most of the time hidden stuff. So not in here, but hidden. So we have here options and show hidden objects. We want to see what's in the .config, what's in there. We want to see what's in the .local and make a copy from it and put it in a package. So we say, okay, we set our themes. We're going to change everything. Change duns, change fish, change ZSH, change this, change that. All these settings often are in the .config or somewhere else. And one of the things, for example, is the dconf. So here are settings is kind of database, the dconf user database for GNOME, Budgie, Cinnamon. So several of these machines, probably a Kui and Mate as well. So they put their information, what wallpaper do you want? It's in there. It's not in a file, it's in a database. So having the possibility to go from system to system is a good idea. So if I go up to the desktop, for example, let's put it there, desktop. Desktop, voila. I can say I want to have this user thing and I'm gonna package it. So now it's on my desktop. I see it to the left here. There is a file user. So this is a way to move things from A to B and from B to A again and test something out. I'm gonna change a little thing, gonna try it out in a virtual machine. Everything is clean, you did not do updates, just that change couldn't be cleaner for development, for distribution. And well, it's another way to move from A to B, basically. All right, enjoy.